Are live at Vidas Field here at Drexel University for the Palangi Cup. And joining me, Bill Kornfeld, as always. Hello, Bill.
Good evening, Vince. How are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful.
I am excited. Night 2 of 3 total. We'll be back here on Saturday, but tonight, more soccer, and I cannot complain about that. That's for sure.
Yeah, 3 cup matches this week. We had the Contenders Cup last night. Spicy Boy FC played Vidas FC. Vidas won that match. What was it, 4-0? I think they stuck one in at the end there. So 4-0. Shout out to Vidas FC getting to hold the cup. Back-to-back years for them. And a bit of an interesting matchup tonight as we look at what we have here. So FC SouthConduct, plenty to say about that. We'll get to that story very shortly. And the Rose Tree Gunners. Now, some of the history here, for those of you who are uninitiated with what's going on at Casa. So there's the Kelly Cup Final, which is the match on Saturday. That is a lot of the high divisions. It's a tournament style, and you get your championship match, that last championship match. Obviously, this week, it'll be here at Vidas Field. In the spring, it was played at Subaru Park. Following a union match, it was played at Subaru Park. So Rose Tree and FC South House, and note that South House, not SouthConduct. They did play a match there. That was the Kelly Cup Final. South House won that match, so you have a bit of a revenge element in this one anyway. And to add a different layer to this, FC SouthConduct did, in fact, just beat the Rose Tree Gunners a couple of days ago. I believe it was Saturday. They won that match 3-0. So little spicy here, Bill. Not spicy boy, but a little spicy here tonight.
That's right. I mean, this is a match filled with storylines. You got one team that is really 2 teams in one that are going to go against each other. And then you have a little bit of a revenge factor here for Rose Tree. You can't lose 3-0 and then play them again a couple of nights later and not feel like you have a huge revenge factor coming up on you.
Yeah, and we were talking to Dean, who's the manager for the Rose Tree Gunners. Dean does not play, by the way. He is a dedicated, diehard manager, very fiery guy, very passionate about what he's building with Rose Tree. They're a young club within the confines of this league where there's a really strong history, really, that continues to grow and prosper with Casa. And as Rose Tree goes to build that, Dean's been managing this young squad and building it up to these top tier. But we asked him, we're like, all right, well, you lost 3-0 the other day. You got any changes planned? And did you notice how, devilish his smile was?
Yeah, very devilish, very snarkily. Just feel for this game of what they're thinking for coming in to just try and keep it going.
Yeah, so we're going to get some adjustments from Rose Tree tonight. We're going to see what those are. And then on the other side, we were talking to SouthConduct a little bit. John Truman, the manager over there, also manages FC South House. And he was basically like, yeah, same shit, different day.
Yep.
But we're going to expect to see a lot of the same. It seems like from them, we can get into some of the tactics a little bit later into this match. But, yeah, Bill, you did touch on it, and I think it is really important. It is really fun. SouthConduct is 2 teams merged together.
Yep.
So for the local diehard football fans, and I'll say traditional American football.
Well,
if you remember the Steagles,
yes,
which was
great point. Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers in World War II, they got together for a season because they weren't able to fill a full roster together. That's pretty much what happened with FC South House and FC Misconduct.
Yeah.
Both of them, some of the best teams in Division I here.
If World War II was only fought on the weekday.
Yes.
Because that's the issue. They couldn't fill their teams on the weekdays, so they decided, hey, let's become one.
Yeah.
And they did it.
And they still compete individually as well, which means they've had double the amount of games, essentially.
Yeah.
So a lot
Tired
of
legs.
Yeah, a lot of games played. Both of these teams a little bit older. Again, talking about the history of Casa Soccer, these teams have been around for quite a while, seen a lot of Kelly Cups themselves, and now getting regularly into the Palangi circuit. So get another opportunity here with that. But yeah, 2 teams playing together right now as one unit, and then on Saturday, FC South House and FC Misconduct playing each other for the Kelly Cup Final. It's just so funny.
Yeah, it's only here in Casa. As we talked about last night with Paul, I mean, this is a very creme de la creme of a soccer league, not just trying to enjoy it as get with your friends and your family and just want to stay in shape, but also the aggressive competitiveness that you see in this league. So it is a very interesting dynamic when you talk about going from the Palangi Cup tonight, then going to the Kelly Cup and facing your teammate that was or an opponent that was just your teammate 3 nights prior.
Yeah, so refs taking the field. Looks like we're going to be getting everything set up in just a moment. But going back to this kind of, this partnership, this frenemy sort of relationship that they have. Because Truman did also mention, he's like, yeah, it's a bit of a rivalry. It was over the years because they were both some of the top teams in Primera, Division I here in Casa. So naturally, there's a little dislike initially. You're around each other so often. You build respect for each other, and now they're playing together. So as all that builds, I asked him, I was like, so you guys like trash talking each other yet about that matchup on Saturday? They said, no, we're going to wait till this one's over.
Yeah.
So once the mentality's good.
Once that final whistle blows in the 90-plus whatever stoppage time we get here tonight, that's the moment you start talking trash.
Yeah. So it's going to be really funny to see how that works out over the course of this one. But it's going to be an exciting match here, folks. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of different styles. Again, with SouthConduct, they're a little bit of an older team. So the savvy, if you will, they're not going to be running around quite as much. I mean, from what we've seen before with Rose Tree, a lot of young guys, very fast, going to be very active out there. And I think it's going to be more about positioning than anything for SouthConduct.
Yeah, when we were talking with Truman of SouthConduct, what they're going to go for is that 4-3-3. They're going to play 3 at the top, 4 on the back, with 2 holding two holding midfielders. So basically, they're just going to play a very defensive role. They're not going to play aggressive up top. They're going to really rely on those 3 strikers at the top of the pitch to get those offensive generation. They're not going to rely on the midfield very well, and that's going to be interesting to see how it holds up. But what they also inclined was the right backs and the left backs making aggressive slashing runs, trying to create offensive chances on the outside, trying to see if Rose Tree can keep up. That is going to be what I got from that is a team that's going to be aggressive very early on. They're going to try and ride the wave of that 3-0 win they had just a few nights ago on Saturday against this very same team. That's what you have to do when you're playing a team as good as Rose Tree. You already beat them. You know you can beat them. See if you can do it again.
Yeah, so we'll see if Rose Tree saw that, because that was the strategy from the last game, so we'll see what adjustments they make in accordance. Going to be interesting. And part of it is you're going to have to explain some of that as it happens, Bill. Yeah. You're going to have to point out some of those things to me anyway, because as much as I've got enough of an understanding of what's going on here, you've got a little deeper than me, which is why you are the color analyst, and I'm just a talking, babbling idiot.
Well, I'm happy to have you and happy to help you out when I can.
Yeah, and shout out, thank you to the people at Casa Soccer for having us. They said it's great to have us back. It's great to be back, and we are tipped off here for the Palangi Cup Final. And first bit of possession here, just to get the colors right. Rose Tree Gunners in the red and black. And then in just the pure black, that's going to be SouthConduct. So SouthConduct here with possession, taking their time. And a turnover in the midfield. Works it towards the middle. There's some space there. Can't make a run in there. Oh, nice ball towards the corner. Is he going to be able to hold on to that? And, the tight wire. Okay. Possession for Rose Tree. Boot into the box. Deflected and batted away. Fighting for possession. Space on the outside.
Rose Tree taking advantage of their youthful legs right away.
Quick burst there. Nice cross. I like the idea there. Nobody home. Can they keep it in? And they do again. I like this guy's speed, man. Very clutch. Very clutch speed so far from the wing there on Rose Tree. So now they reset. And by the way, if you're not sure about Casa and the way this all works, a lot of it you're going to see rolling substitutions through the game, but also a high skill level here, folks. Really can't emphasize enough the quality of the talent that you're going to see on the field. I mean, a lot of these guys, former Division I, Division II, Division III, so highly experienced. In the game yesterday, I mean, just that was teams in the 4th division here, Cuarto, I believe is how you say it. And for that division, goalkeeper on one side, played at Wisconsin, Big Ten school. Another one who won a national championship with Penn State Brandywine. So that was Division 4. This is Division 1 tonight. So the quality of the talent as these teams continue to build. Very real synergy, taken very seriously for the most part. It's very exciting soccer.
I mean, honestly, we're looking at the goal, back here on the goalie for Rose Tree, Connor Bradley, staying with the Penn State theme. He was on the practice squad for the Penn State women's team when they won this national title a couple years ago, back in 2016.
All right, so wait, how does that work? He's on
2015, excuse me.
So he was on the women's team.
You can technically, I guess, according to the NCAA rules, you can be on the practice squad which is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That makes so much, because who cares in practice? Oh, so we have an injury on the field, so we'll keep an eye on that for Vidas. Or I said Vidas. That was yesterday's game. Welcome to today, folks. I'm living in the past. That's SouthConduct.
You sound like a Dallas Cowboys fan, Vince.
Yeah, I just sound like an idiot. But that's okay. I'm doing my best here. My mom says I'm great, so that's all that matters.
That's the one person.
Yep. So he's getting up here. Play's going to be resuming shortly. But that is so cool. I mean, to be on a practice squad of a women's team, they go win the title, you're hanging out in practice, you help them get some quality reps, and to be a part of that squad in the championship is just really cool.
Yeah.
So see if they get another trophy tonight. As right now, it's been a well-controlled game, I would say. The passing back and forth has been really solid to start for these two teams. It is cold out here, folks. It's not windy, but it's definitely cold. I mean, we are talking probably low 30s, high 20s.
Yeah, it's nipply out there, so it's a lot of thin air, tough on the lungs. It's going to get tired legs very quickly. Substitutions are going to be a key factor here.
Yeah, speaking of nipply, let me see, Bill. Just move your arm there, and I missed, didn't I?
Yep.
I gave it a shot. Okay. Brought down the field here from Rose Tree. Are they going to... Okay, keep in possession. He's got some room on the outside. Is he going to feed it? No, he fires it in. Chested back to the keeper.
See, I understand what the defender there for South Misconduct is trying to do there, but they just got to clear it. I understand you just want to give your keeper a chance to play the ball, but you had a guy on Rose Street slashing in to try and collect it, and almost did, actually.
It's a little too dangerous of a play for you.
Yeah, you just want to get it right out of there, get it out of the box, get it out wide. Eliminate the threat when you have the ball inside inside the 18.
Nice crossfield pass there. And so here comes SouthConduct. Mostly defensive so far, which is not a surprise. Rose Tree tends to be an aggressive unit here. So possession SouthConduct again. Can they get deep in the other third? Plenty of space on the outside here.
Going out wide.
Getting a little speed, a little movement. Cross here. I like the composure. Oh, so close. Is there anybody there home in the middle? Oh, no way. Oh man.
Beautiful chance there. Good effort to keep it in bounds, set it up wide, go across the net. Keeper couldn't really track it very well, despite being a former D1 practice squad man in Connor Bradley. But that's a tough play on the ball. Great chance there for South Misconduct.
Yeah, I mean, the patience and the vision there is just really phenomenal. I mean, to sit there, first off, guy on the wing, sits there, very calm, waits for his opportunity, sends it across, and then ultimately, after it continues to bounce around a bit, to get it across the box and then sort of scissor kick it, you know, like that swinging kick to get it on net. Just a really nice exchange there. So first major sign of life here in the early stages for SouthConduct. And now they keep it again on this side of the field. Oh, physical there, and they're going to let it play. I think the ball went out of bounds. I have a little bit of a blind spot here in the booth.
Yeah, they're giving it
getting a throw in here for Rose Tree. All right, nice little exchange. They try to reset. But pressure from Rose Tree. Oh, here we go. Ball down the field. Nope. Nice piece from 17. Oh, he's got some speed here on the side. And here comes Rose Tree. He's got some heat. Good lane there. Oh, nice boot. He's got some room there. I like the vision on that. Nobody else quite home. He's a little too ahead of the play, even though he was onside.
No real threat there for the keeper.
I like the spirit of it, but not quite enough. Did get deflected by the defender. So here comes South House. See what
Lazy
they do
clear
here.
there by Rosetree.
So down the wing, here's 13. Made some nifty moves before. Patient again. Looking for a lane. Finds somebody. And now the tiki-taka, as I like to call it, begins. Some quick passing here and there, Bill. How you like that terminology? I'm revolutionizing the sport. There you go.
Submit it to FIFA right now.
I'm going to be an alternate. We're going to be the alternate broadcast in the next version of FIFA that nobody wants.
Okay.
They're going to turn that on.
Fine.
It's going to be when you go through the sound options for the game. They can turn us on. They're going to be like, why did I do this?
Yep. It's like when you accidentally switch your GPS voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use Waze, by the way? Have you ever used Waze?
I mean, I have, but I use Google now.
I have two separate voices that come out from the same directions on Waze. It's very confusing. If anyone at home uses Waze, I need to know. Offside, they're trying to call for it, but is there a flag? Is that a goal? No reaction. It seems like that was offside.
That was offside, yeah. They're going to call it offside. Look clean, though, from this angle, but we're not on the same eye level as the referee on the touch line.
No, and there were about 3 Rosetree defenders that all put their hands up on that, and we're looking for the call immediately. So they were right on that one.
And they got it.
But Waze is not right. They got to fix that. It's very confusing. It's like, turn right at the next light. And it's like, why did it just change so much? I don't get that. Very weird.
You know, the problem is you have a Droid phone. You don't have an iPhone.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that, Bill. Trying to put me in the establishment.
I got to let the people know.
Exhausting. All right, here's SouthConduct trying to really bomb it down there. That felt like a bit of a prayer, but is 19 going to get it? There's a little bit of traffic on that side.
Great slashing.
Speaking of Waze, a little traffic.
Great run by there and effort by 19 on SouthConduct.
Yeah, great hustle, great mustache too. That guy has a
fine. That gives him the extra speed there for sure.
It's a nice brownish red mustache. I'm a big fan. It's a great. What is it? I want to say mystique. I don't know if that's the word. Aesthetic. It's a great aesthetic. Excellent look. He's got the curly hair, the mustache, the gloves. That's just it's a great look. As our cameraman Taylor Cradad groans.
It's a clearing ball there by Rosetree, I think. Had no real angle on the ball.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Rosetree ball here. As Sharif in the comments gives me a side eye for having an Android phone. Come on, Sharif. There's like 45% of the population here that's got one. Oh, Rosetree up top. Blocked away. He's going to rip it into the box, and that's deflected out as well. It's going to go out of bounds. So Rosetree throw in. And speaking of the comments, thank you everybody tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you might be. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Facebook, like the page. Casa Soccer's got a whole lot going on. We'll be telling you about it pretty soon. But a lot of things this winter and just really all year long. I mean, phenomenal league, run incredibly well. We were told last night by Paul, who joined us on the broadcast, a member of Casa, biggest pyramid in the United States is what he said. And obviously not a physical pyramid.
I was going to say, be specific.
What do you think is the biggest physical pyramid in the United States? Probably one in Vegas?
I don't know. It's probably a pyramid scheme.
Bernie Madoff is officially the biggest pyramid.
That's right.
No, Sam Bankman-Fried. We have a new winner, folks. But
is that the guy with FTK?
Oh, FTX. Yes.
FTX.
Yes, sir. What a disaster that is. And we have more comments. Elon has just been submitted.
That's
the biggest pyramid.
Is Twitter a pyramid? Can we make that argument?
No, I would say it's not a pyramid, but there are a lot of discussions about it right now. Rosetree maintaining possession in the middle of the field here, but
poor pass there.
One of the few
trying to find
rough
26
passes so far.
Yeah, they were looking for 26 there, and no real effort there.
So here comes SouthConduct. I like 13's style, man. He's just really fun to watch. He's just making things happen. I know he's gonna lead to a goal at some point. It feels like he's really compelling. Oh, this ball bounced through the middle. A chopper that gets delayed by Rosetree. They're going to recover on the side. They do, and almost kept in.
Yep, that's a throw in for SouthConduct.
I'd put some speed on this. Here we go. Yep, they had the same idea. Had a little energy there. Might as well let it ride. He's at the top of the box. Oh!
What a save. Wow. Great first touch there by 13 on South Misconduct. Great effort. Goalie had to make a chance. Otherwise, that thing was going bar down.
See, 13 is a bucket, as they like to say in basketball, my friend. That guy, he's just got good vibes. But that shot, I mean, to turn and just fire it like that.
I mean, Paul talked about it yesterday on the broadcast. You know when you've made good, clean contact on that shot. Comes off the foot, right? Doesn't hurt.
Corner for SouthConduct, and they try to push it through. Deflected way over again. That's going to be another corner.
Good defensive shape there for Rose Tree.
And I like the idea of just, you don't always have to cross it in. I know it's more of the traditional thing, but hasn't it just generally, and you tell me you're more of the national, international, but a lot of the short crossing is kind of in vogue these days, isn't it?
Yeah, you just want to get the defensive players moving. Movement is the worst enemy of a defensive team in these situations.
So this time it is more of a traditional cross. He goes for the header, and he got a piece of it, but not able to get it on net.
So, yeah, if you go short with the kick, all you're trying to do is get the team defending moving around to create gaps, create an opening. No such luck on these last two corners, though, for South Misconduct.
Yeah, been a little back and forth. Rose Tree to start the game was getting a lot of pressure. Now SouthConduct on the turnover, and it's deflected. It's
wide.
It's not. That was the
What a
luckiest
defensive play.
Woo! Man, he's got to have a big sigh of relief on that. Wow.
Goalie was caught in no man's land. And, wow, couldn't commit if he wanted to play the ball or not. Lucky. Very, very lucky there for Rose Tree.
Very lucky. A pesky turnover there. A quick shot. Nothing doing. Here's a corner. Deflected out again. This will be another corner. It's becoming an onslaught here for SouthConduct in the last couple of minutes. And here they go again.
Going long.
Save.
Wow. They went very long there, far post. That was a beautiful ball, too. Keeper kept his eyes on the prize, though.
Man, yeah, just a lot of push. And this is one of those things where it's, for Rose Tree right now, it's bend but not break. You just want to see if they can get a possession or two to, just relieve the pressure. I mean, they were so strong early.
I mean, as we heard pregame, they have tired legs just because of their age in South Misconduct. So they're going to capitalize on these moments where they're getting set pieces, corner kicks. That's where they're going to get their goals tonight outside of the running defensive backs.
So a couple of turnovers here from Rose Tree as they try to get it out of the zone. And now brought in by SouthConduct. Plenty of space here. Now they try to work it from the corner. 8's got some space. He's going to fire. Oh! 24 is good. Goalie's looking really sharp.
You're just trying to put something on net here. I mean, you're talking about Connor Bradley, the keeper for Rose Tree, is a former D1 practice squad member for the women's team at Penn State. That's nothing to sneeze at. They won a national championship when he was there in 2015.
You're going to say that like 8 times because you went to Penn State.
You're damn right I am.
It's all Penn State propaganda with you. And I mean, I guess that's fine. My school had terrible sports, so I'm kind of jealous is really what it comes down to.
He did go men's D1 later in college, so give him credit.
Oh, I give him credit anyway. I've never done anything remotely athletic on that level, so who am I to talk?
Well, Rose Tree creeps up here and sends it back down. Winter is coming, so it's time to play 5v5 inside here at Casa. And the best part is that Casa is giving you so many ways to work around your busy schedule. Have a hard time commuting? Choose to play in Ballackinwood, Conshohocken, or Burlington. Is time more of the problem? Then make your choice based on game day. 5v5 leagues are available Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Even more, Casa has a 5v5 women's and non-binary division, so you can sign up for there as well. Ready to play 5v5 indoors? Go to CasaSoccerLeagues.com to sign up or scan the QR code in the top section of the screen. We'll leave that up. Casa Soccer, for the players, by the players.
So, SouthConduct here.
Rose Tree has to get more compact. Their back line is getting a little shaky here. They're having 4 defenders, I believe it looks like. Giving up a lot of free chances here for South Misconduct, and that's not going to play well. They're playing with fire.
Yeah, and you tell me if this is strategy and shape, but it feels like SouthConduct, once they get down there past the midfield, there's just a couple, like maybe 10 yards off the box. They seem to have a lot of space there to move around, generate passes, and kind of pick their lanes where they're trying to get through there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's shape or formation or it's just something they found in the soft spot of South Tree's defensive skill set. Is that 18 yards? Is that 23 to 21 yards outside the box shaping up for them?
Yeah, it seems to be so far. They've been able to pass it pretty well around the perimeter, and it's led to some good chances so far. Rose Tree hasn't had a good chance in a little bit here. And it looks like we're going to get a sub to try to shake things up a little bit. So 16 trots on the field. And feel free to get loud in the comments if you're watching here on YouTube, on Facebook. Cheer on whoever you got in this game. And if you have any fun facts about players you know in the game, we're open to that as well. We're just here to give shout-outs and give you a good time and take you through a good game. So, been exciting so far. Plenty of soccer to go still. I mean, we're early in this one, probably 15 to 20 minutes. 18-minute mark as it's on the screen. Thank you, John Barchard at home, helping us out. And we apologize, folks, in the booth. It is tough on certain corners here to get a good angle, just kind of the construction of it. But we're doing our best. Here comes SouthConduct off the throw-in.
Oh, good back heel, but not a little too strong there. 13 just couldn't keep up with it.
So kicked out by the keeper. And let's see if Rose Tree can get it out of the zone. They have some congestion. I keep saying zone like it's hockey.
It's fine.
You know what I'm talking about at home. So here comes Rose Tree getting it out, and they need this bad. You got some space on the right side. I'd push that. There you go. So got some room, but closing quickly. Nice ball to the middle. I like the idea there.
Rose Tree just looks a little more disorganized than I anticipated for a team that
Oh, that was a frustration foul. He just got in the game, too. 16 just came in 2 minutes ago, and 13 has his back to the ball there. He gives him a strong shove.
Yeah, that was not even close to trying to play on the ball. He just pushed him straight into the back.
Now, there is a bit of a card difference for these games. It's actually not what you would think based on that last exchange. Rose Tree so far, no cards this season. Not a single card, red or yellow. None. They've played about 11 or 12 games. 0 cards. Misconduct, however, 5 yellow cards. They're bad boys. So, no cards tonight so far. Keep an eye on that.
Didn't see any cards last night either. We just saw the penalty.
Nope. So, right side moving in for Rose Tree. Deflected by 19.
I believe this is going to be a corner unless they're going to say, no, they're going to say that went off of the Rose Tree player.
Yeah, I think it bounced off his head. I think it bonked him on the head and deflected out there. Had a lot of movement.
Bonked him on the head.
Bonk is a good word for on the head. I don't know many other contexts you use the word bonk, but I feel like that's a pretty good one.
I'm not going to say it. I'll get in trouble even though we're on the internet.
So, SouthConduct. All the misconduct is in Bill Cornfield's head.
That's very good.
SouthConduct on the field. Trying to swing to the outside here. But Rose Tree, heavy presence on the outside, so now trying to work it back in. Nothing doing there. Pressure on Rose Tree. And the boot. Love a good boot.
Again, I feel like Rose Tree is just playing very defensively. They get their chances. I mean, don't take that. They just almost had a chance a few moments ago, but South Misconduct is just playing very, very loose and getting chances, creating fouls. Again, we talked about it earlier. They don't want to run. They don't want to run against this team. They will lose if they have to get in a running match. But if they can capitalize off these set pieces and corners.
And there's 13 with a turnover. Oh, man, nice physicality. Yeah, God, this guy's fun. All right. Pushing it across and resetting.
Very dangerous, but good collection and good composure.
All right, trying to get some speed on the wing. 26, man. He's got the burners on. And who's that on?
I believe that's going to go off of South Misconduct. That should be a throw.
Yep, looks like a Rose Tree ball the way they're moving down the field, so it's going to be a throw-in for Rose Tree. And there it is, thrown in clean. Back to 26. He kind of backheeled it. There's nobody down there, is there? Oh, there is somebody. Again, it's hard to see in the corner, folks. Tried to push it in the box, nothing doing, pushed out. And we reset again. This is the first good swing from Rose Tree in a while, though.
Yep. And then they do that. But can they collect again? Yes, they can. I have to reset. Good move by 20. Oh, a little too heavy on the first.
Yeah, he's got some nifty footwork, too. He's had a couple of moments.
You're going to call foul?
Some words for the ref on that one.
Very heavy words for the ref. And I did not see a foul there. I don't know what the ref saw on 13. Maybe he thought his spikes got up and caught him a little bit by around the shin, but I thought that was a clean move by 13 to dispossess the ball.
You might need to curse out the ref, too, then, Bill.
I see. I'm a professional broadcaster. I'm not going to curse anybody out.
Well, that makes one of us. Rose Tree. Deep on the right side here, passing to the middle. In between three defenders and really looking, but finally finds a man.
You have a man out wide right there on the far side. Has a trailing left back. But he's poised to try and make a run on it.
Defense has been really strong from South House so
Very.
far. SouthConduct, excuse me. South House will be Saturdays. It's crossed to the middle.
Oh, no one home.
Ooh.
That, honestly, I would probably classify that as their best chance of the night. No one home in the middle of the box in around the 18, or excuse me, the 6. But that was their best chance of the night so far.
Yeah, really nice thought there. And then on the other side of it, I mean, man, for SouthConduct, that play where their one defender it chested the ball and almost owned goal, and it went right out just past the net. I mean, that was a really dramatic moment and a major sigh of relief. And here comes SouthConduct now, trying to make some things happen on the right-hand side and crossing to the middle. Is that going to be... Oh, a turnover there. Ooh. And that's been the problem for Rose Tree so far. It's a lot of turnovers deep in their own area.
But here's where they can make a move. They got to get.
And he's got to punt that, and he does. All right, so here comes 15. He's got speed and space. What can he make with it? Closing in. Man, little ambitious.
I think they're going to call this. Nope. I thought he was offside for a moment, but they're just going to call it a throw in. But that was a great effort. They were a little too slow on the counter. They had to go pick up the pace a little bit because again, if Rose Tree can get in a running match with this team, they will win because they have the legs, they have the youth compared to South Misconduct.
And that's where those counters feel like a really good natural transition for them. So
they're going to call foul here on Rose Tree.
By the way, Rose Tree, Nifty 50 sponsoring the uniforms. How about that?
Nice. My wife and I, we were just at Nifty 50s in Warminster.
What's your order there?
Ooh, what did I get? I got the buffalo chicken, nuggets, bites, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Chocolate shake.
Oh, yeah.
French fries.
Beautiful.
Basic.
It's great food. It's great food.
No mac and cheese. That's right, Taylor.
But, yeah, no mac and cheese for Bill Kornfeld, who was an ingrate. And headed back to the keeper, okay.
That's just
in control.
That's just a desperate defensive move. You had to make a decision there, and he did. He made the right one.
And desperate works once in a while. Certainly worked there. Yeah, those milkshakes are really good, though.
Amazing.
Folks, if you haven't been to Nifty 50s, my goodness, if you live in the Philly area, there's like 8 locations. You have no excuse.
Gonna
you have
take
our
a
permission
bomb.
as he rips it.
Off the woodwork.
Woo!
Wow, you just take an effort there. That's about 25 yards outside. from the net, and you just rip and hope and pray. That was a gorgeous effort there by Rosetree.
Wow, that was like a Steph Curry kind of shot.
Yeah.
I didn't even think someone would rip that.
Keeper had no chance whatsoever. He just got lucky because he had his best friends, the post, right next to him.
Gotta love the post once in a while. I mean, look, I'm a pro goalie, okay? I did some rec league. I did street hockey when I was like 7. I was a goalie.
7?
Yeah. I was a fat kid, so they put me in net.
That makes a lot more sense.
But I was also very quick. Best goalie of all time. So here's
Fat
13.
and quick.
Working his way inside. Does he find a lane? He does. Little back and forth, but too much. And so Rosetree moving the other way. But this is a dangerous spot for them. Again, the turnovers this deep in their area has been the biggest problem so far that I've seen.
Yep.
Because it has led to some really, it should have been deadly chances, and they've been able to evade that so far. So trying to get out of the zone here, 19 charging back in, and SouthConduct just punts that out. It's a good feeling once in a while to just, like,
get the ball out of there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good vibe. Throw in again. Plenty of space on the side here, but little too slow. Doesn't look like they can really counter off of that. So rolling their way in. So here we are back in the middle. SouthConduct clogging that up a lot, so you have to go outside, and there's a chance, but deflected.
I think they called a handball here.
Oh. Well, I would get that guy that just ripped it before, and I would tell him to just go for it again.
Yeah, from this distance?
Maybe it's a little too far. I thought it was where you could see where the defenders are set up in front of the free kick. I was thinking it was about that area, but not the case. So never mind.
Yeah, you're about 35 yards outside.
Shout out to the chat on YouTube where somebody just said, Casa Soccer is the best. You are correct. As someone who's just become familiar with this league in the past about calendar year, I'd say. Just thoroughly impressed and absolutely in love with everything that goes on down here. I just think it's a phenomenal league.
Oh, good defensive effort, but no.
Oh, uses the body to maintain. And here come the subs.
They're going to call a corner. Nope. Well, they make a sub. 7v7s are beginning. The next 7v7 season is about to kick off here at Casa. These divisions are the perfect spot to play whether you are the first-time player, new to the area and looking to find a team to play with, or just looking for some more soccer during the week. Also, there's so many league varieties. There's mixto, co-ed divisions, women's and non-binary divisions, and divisions for players over the age of 30, just specifically for Vince and I. Choosing what works best for you is that easy. Sign-ups are live now. Go to CasaSoccerLeagues.com to sign up or hit the QR code in the top of the screen and join today. Casa Soccer, for the players, by the players.
Maybe we should start a team, Bill.
I'm down for that. What would we call ourselves? Let's call ourselves.
First, awful. But
That's true. I'm
beyond that, we could call it whatever you want. We're open to team name suggestions. If you have them in the comments, feel free to throw some team name ideas for us. There are a lot of great team names in Casa. I saw one earlier today in Division 1. It was Washed Up United.
Washed Up United. I actually love that.
It's really fun. I would imagine they're in their 30s as well. So shout out to Washed Up United.
Giuseppe in the chat is giving us a little background on Matt Hendrickson, the striker for SouthConduct, Rowan grad, and Montclair alumni.
Okay. Really dig what Rowan's got going on with the broadcasting school specifically. I mean, given what we do, you keep an eye on those things, and, yeah, they really have an excellent program there. A nice area around the campus, too. I feel like they built that up a lot in the past, 10 years maybe?
Yep. Another from distant chance for Rosetree. I don't know if this is part of the game plan to go for these strong, far distant shots, trying to catch the keeper off guard, but that's now 2 or 3 attempts.
Yeah, it might be the you ever seen Along Came Polly?
What? Where are you going with this?
Rain Man.
Okay.
Rain Man. Anyway, I
Yeah,
have seen Rain Man. I have seen Rain Man. I can't remember how good it is as we get our first goal of the day.
Oh, what a beautiful goal.
And that's what it's looked like in a lot of situations for SouthConduct. Good passing down on the far end. That time they do connect after multiple close tries, and they finally, what it feels like, go up 1-0.
I don't know where the right backs were and the right center backs were for Rose Tree there, but they were completely out of position. Easy goal for South Misconduct there, 1-0.
Wow. Okay. So for SouthConduct's benefit, again, I say finally, not because I'm a SouthConduct fan necessarily, because I have casual familiarity with everybody, but no real rooting interest, just looking to see a strong game. But just the idea that they've seemed to have dominated the game more offensively thus far, if you were assigning percentages, they felt due.
Over the last 2 games now, South Misconduct's outscored this team 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 the differential so far, if you want to classify it like that. Both these teams very comparable throughout the season as we're getting another chance here.
That's going to deflect off of a South Misconduct player for a goal kick.
All right, so Rose Tree's going to get the ball back. Yeah, so some of the numbers here, folks, as we get into this matchup a little bit deeper. Rose Tree, 8-1-1. Misconduct, or SouthConduct, 7-1-1. 37 goals and 12 against for Rose Tree, 32 goals for and 14 against for Misconduct. So best differential, second best differential, best record, second best record. It just very close. And talking to Dean, the manager for Rose Tree, before the game, he did say that these were the best 2 teams in his estimation to be in this game.
They're looking for a goal, a handball here.
And they're going to get it.
So another free kick here for Rose Tree. As they try and get here as we approach the 35th minute. In my estimation, at least.
Yeah, that's about right. And if you have some interview requests, folks, by the way, Bill will be going down around halftime. You can try to seek some people out. We did that last night. We'll also go down to the field after the game. Try to get somebody, one of the cup winners. Ooh, we have a suggestion for a team name, Bill.
Yes?
The Undateables.
I'm married.
Yeah, and I have a girlfriend, but that makes us undateable.
That's true. All right, that's fine. We'll accept it.
So, insulting, but also accurate. So thank you for that.
My wife is listening. She's probably very happy with that now.
She's nodding her head.
She's like, yep, this idiot is definitely. Ari is asking, where is Matt Prince? Ari, I don't know. What number is Matt Prince?
Or if you tell us a team, we can go investigate. We do not have full rosters for this adventure, unfortunately. As SouthConduct getting a chance in the middle here. Are they going to be able to turn and punt it? Oh, good positioning.
Again, another poor clear by Rose Tree, and they're
And
going to
launch.
go for it. I respect it.
Man, they get that goal, and the tide just keeps on coming. Bit of a barrage here for Rose Tree.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up 1-0 and you're holding on to this, you're at this point you just go for it when you have that chance like we just saw.
All right, Matt Price with the Rose Tree Gunners is what the people are demanding. So we're gonna put you on a mission, Bill, at halftime. You're gonna have to find him. Tell him that's what the people want.
Ari says bring him on. So Matt has not made an appearance for this club yet for Rose Tree.
Yeah, and that is one of the delicate things. You never know what the subs are going to be. I mean, we don't have a full breakdown of how that's going to go. Sometimes it's a tight rotation. Sometimes it's a pretty open bench. You got to read the game, see what the matchups are. But for what it's worth, if you are looking for Matt, which clearly you are, folks, and we know, rolling rotations, rolling subs. So he's not in now. He could still get back in. Plenty of chances for that. That's one of the beauties of this here. As Rose Tree punts it down the field here on the right-hand side. It's a header over the top. Doesn't get to it. So here they go to set up again. Yeah, that middle of the field's just been real trouble. You got to give it to SouthConduct. They've just really blocked it up all day so far.
Yep. Great defensive efforts.
Going to be curious to see if there's any changes at halftime from Rose Tree's side based on that. If I was SouthConduct, it wouldn't change much.
Yeah, it's working for you. Playing off these two holding defensive midfielders, not making them press too heavily. It's working. Creating free kicks and corners. But then you do a kick like that and you create a turnover. I mean, that's what you have to avoid.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is a turnover. He's got a wide open run here, folks. He's going to line up. He punts it.
Beautiful goal. Wow. I mean, that was just an ugly turnover. Connor Bradley had no chance to try and make a save. He had to just take a guess and hope for the best. Nothing doing. 2-0 South misconduct.
Yeah, that's the story of the game so far. I mean, I said it after the first goal, and I got to say it again because that's just what's happening. It's been a lot of turnovers deep on their own end. That time it's deadly again. I mean, just a wide open lane once he got that turnover. Nobody home, him and the keeper. And just good ball placement, good composure.
Yep. And that's the last thing you wanted to do if you're a roaster. You can live down 1-0 at near the end of the first half. We have about 6 minutes to go before the half. Now you're down 2-0. You got to make a move here.
See what kind of jolt they've got out of this. So here's 25 passing in the middle. Oh no! This is another chance here if he can make it work. Not quite enough.
Did not have the numbers or the speed.
I would call that a key stop there by Rose Tree because this could really get out of hand quickly. So here comes SouthConduct again. Ball in the middle. Previous goal scorer wide open here. Ooh, and they close the gap. He should have fired that as soon as he got it. Little extra touch if you ask me. So here comes Rose Tree trying to recover it, and it's a turnover again. One day when we have a statistician for this kind of thing, we'll tell you how many turnovers it is. And knocked away from the middle, but headed back in. Let's see if Rose Tree can get it out. I mean, they just need a breather on the back end, if anything. Looked like it would have been offside there.
You had a lane, too. It's not enough time. Here you go. Here you go.
He's just waiting for somebody, and there's nothing there.
There's no one there. Now you try and get the corner, and that you're going to get it. That's going to be a corner on the near side for Rose Tree as we approach the 41st minute. Theo says, bring out the Tecker. I believe that is another Matt Prince reference.
I love that this is exclusively a Matt Prince broadcast now.
Yeah.
If Matt was on the pitch, he would have made an opportunity of that, is what Ari's saying.
Going long.
Crossed in.
Rose Tree was calling for a handball, I think. I'm not really sure what they were looking for there. Hard challenge, and they're going to call. Oh, wow. I thought that was a clean move by Rose Tree, but the referee saw it differently.
Yeah, I mean, obviously physical there, but I'm with you on that. I would have let that ride.
Yep.
You can let us know what you think in the comments. We are definitely paying attention to what you're saying on YouTube. And Facebook as well, actually. Sorry, Facebook. We love you too.
Hands up on something. I'm not sure. Offside, maybe? But Rose Tree here. Keep it in. No.
Nope.
But they are going to get the throw.
Looking around, doesn't feel comfortable with the easy throw. Makes a big chance there. He had a 16 was wide open in front of him. Yeah, that just feels like pressing a bit too much. No, who wouldn't have done that? Matt Prince.
That's right.
16. And they do recover, so all's well. Wow, that's ambitious. Oh. No way.
Oh, it's a goal.
Oh,
but
man.
Looking for a penalty. Referee waves him off. There was contact, but No, that's not a poor kick.
That was pretty impressive to get that in there and make something happen. I mean, the vision to see that opportunity was pretty nice. I got to give it to him there.
This goes out of play along the near side touchline. And the SouthConduct third.
Calls for a penalty shot from the comments, Bill. You see that? You
think
that was worth it?
I don't know if I saw enough contact to see a penalty, but just a great effort by Rosetree. Haven't seen a lot, but here we go again.
He's got some space. He might rip it. He does.
Just wide.
Knuckler doesn't quite do it.
Approaching the 44th minute. I would imagine only 2, maybe even just 1 minute of extra time, or excuse me, stoppage time.
Yeah, been pretty clean so far, and for you watching at home, I feel like halftime yesterday was maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not very long. They want to keep going, and I respect that.
Yeah, so just enough time for you to crack a beer and come back on and settle down for another half of soccer here. Plenty left to play. And by the way, I mean, Rosetree, again, they've scored 37 goals so far this season. They're averaging about 3 goals a game.
They are not out of this thing at all.
No.
They've had some good chances in the last 6 to 8 minutes.
And I'll give out a shout-out here to John, not Matt Prince Underwood.
I believe that was Ben Richter, 13 on Rosetree, that was yelling at the sideline, trying to get something going. As they make another move here, keeper comes out. Good play on the ball by the keeper.
Oh, we got another injury here. Yeah, he's really taking his time.
Very slow to get up. But play keeps on.
Okay, well, at least he's up. Never want to see that. Ball dribbles through, but easily recovered. And now looking for a push. He's sending his man down the field. Is he going to be able to keep that on the sideline? He's running full speed. He's working.
And he keeps it in. That stayed in on the near side.
He's got room. He's looking for a man. Just stalling for time, and I like how he's doing it. Oh! Good look to get that in the middle, but defender was there, makes a sliding play. So here comes Rosetree again.
Easy for the keeper there. And they're going to call that halftime.
All right. End of the first half here. FC SouthConduct's got 2 goals. Rosetree Gunners with 0 so far. And Bill, just kind of recapping the first half here. What would you make of it?
One team is playing very loose. That's really what it comes down to, and that's SouthConduct. That's why they're up 2-0. They're taking advantages of those free kicks and those corners that the Rosetree is giving them, and then taking advantage. And that's why we're seeing goals. And they're great on the counterattack. That second goal was just pure, easy going counterattack, and it took advantage of a bad turnover.
Yep. So credit to them so far. If you're joining us now, so I'm Vince Quinn here in the booth alongside Bill Kornfeld, Taylor Cradatis running the camera for you, John Bartrett at home, making sure you're updated with the score and time of the game. So thanks to John for doing all that. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to you for tuning in. I point over this way out here towards the field when the camera's over here. So thanks to you. Thank you for hanging out with us, watching on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you might be. Appreciate you being here and just supporting Casa Soccer, which, again, phenomenal league, constantly building things, constantly growing. Every time we check in, Nolan Baer, the president, Grayson Rogers, the communications director, every time we check in with those guys, I mean, they're just always up to something new. Everything's expanding. Casa Select has been a brand new thing that they've been rolling out, so you get the opportunity just to get into the EPSL. I mean, we're talking about high-level regional independent soccer leagues here. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Casa is the perfect mixture of really competitive soccer like we're seeing tonight and what we'll see on Saturday at the Kelly Cup with the mix of what we saw last night, Division 4 and under, where it's still competitive, but it also has that fun factor and community building. All of it does that, but at the same time, it recognizes when you're kind of getting into those divisions where things are getting serious.
Yeah. So how about this, Bill? Because everybody has been demanding it. I want to send you down there. See if you can get Matt Prince.
Okay.
I need you to get Matt Prince. So Bill's going to go do that for you, folks, because, yeah, we have seen you in there, and I want to see who Matt is now. So I'm very curious. We're going to go and make that happen. I don't know if I can't guarantee that we'll get him to start the second half for you, but we're definitely going to try to get him. So Bill's on his way down. It's a minute or so for him to get over there, and we'll investigate. But as soon as Bill gets Matt, we'll bring him on for you. So hang tight for that. In the meantime, yeah, I mean, for us, it's just been one of those things that as you get familiar with the way this league's going and really what you see in this matchup so far, it's just cool to see the history of everything, how everybody builds, how dedicated everyone is, the practice time and things that go into this. It's taken very seriously. You can see it in the quality of the play. One of the things that really stands out for me is just the ability of all these guys to cross the ball, I mean, from left to right, just make strong, accurate passes in the air from one side to the other. So I really dig all that. Bill, you're back in the booth. What happened?
I'm looking for Matt. That's what I'm doing.
Wait, you think he's in the chat?
No.
What do you mean you're looking for him then? You're up to something. I don't know what you're up to, but you're up to something that's
The truth
no
is
good.
I completely forget what team he's on.
He's on Rose Tree. Go.
Got it.
Yes, yeah. Go get him. So, all right, Bill. He's trying, folks. So we'll get him one way or another. Even if it takes dragging Bill Kornfeld there directly myself. But anyway, yeah, it's for us. It's just such a personal thrill to see everybody play. It's fun. I mean, the quality of play is great, and the way everybody takes this seriously, all the different cup matches, all the structure, it's just really fun. So if you haven't played, you're thinking about playing, maybe you played and you stopped for a bit. There's so much flexibility with all of this. I mean, look at SouthConduct alone. I mean, these guys are two teams that merged and share players and still exist as independent teams in the same division. There's 7 divisions in CASA, by the way, and then you have the mixto, and you're getting women's and non-binary, so you have co-ed and all sorts of variety to all of this. So just a million different ways to play if you're thinking about it. I only played casually here and there. Watched the game, played all the FIFA in the world, and I watch all this. I go, man, I might sign up myself. Like I just wish I had a consistent schedule to be able to do it. But if you got the time, you got consistent nights, and you're thinking about it, definitely go check out Casa Soccer. Do we have Matt Prince? We have the legend down there, Matt Prince. Bill, take it away.
Vince, I'm down here with Matt Prince. Matt, you guys are tough first half. What do you see there and trying to get back in the second half?
Yeah, absolutely. 2-0 down, came out full press, a lot of aggression, a lot of energy right off the bat. I think we didn't deal with it properly in the first half, make some changes, see if we get out here, get one back, and then make it a game 2-1.
Yeah, taking a lot of shots from long distance there, 18 yards, 22 yards. Is that the strategy, trying to keep the keeper off his angles?
Yeah, and obviously not ideal. You don't want to be taking shots from too far outside. You want to create chances, get better opportunities inside the box. We'll see if we can do that in the second half.
We'll expect you to see out there.
Maybe not. Who knows? All right. Who knows? I'm here supporting either way.
Good luck, sir. Back to you, Vince.
All right, well, there he is, folks. We got the legend, Matt Prince, on the broadcast. Good to get him there. People trying to tell us he's on the other team. So, yeah, all sorts of misdirection and controversy around Matt Prince, who has taken over this broadcast effectively. A wonderful form of chaos on a Wednesday night as we get ready for the second half here. It's good. Yeah, keep this energy moving. Taylor, our cameraman, saying refs letting them play. And it has been really good. Not over officiated at all. There's been a couple of times when there's been contact. They haven't called something. I've agreed with it.
Still no cards, which I always appreciate.
Yeah, you don't want to see any of that.
You don't want to see any yellows or reds.
No, you want to see a full game, an equal game, competitive game. And we've gotten some quality soccer so far. It's just for Rose Tree, it's been a little lopsided so far. So what kind of adjustments do they make at the half is going to be the question. And a long shot here on the wing already. Is he going to be able to turn that into anything? No.
Great first effort. Are they going to call this a corner? They are going to give them the corner here.
Like that. The protection, just using his body, keeping the defender off the ball, getting the corner kick. Great start. As was SouthConduct playing down a man? That guy just ran out, headed out. Did you see that? He just ran off on the sideline. There might have been 10 men on the field there for SouthConduct. And here we go, Rose Tree again. But batted away.
Ooh, took a tumble. They're going to call that foul every time.
So SouthConduct ball.
See, this is if you're South Misconduct, you're not in any hurry here. You're up 2-0, minute in, 2 minutes into the second half of the final. You don't have a lot of pressure on you. You're in no hurry whatsoever.
No, good situation for them. Also, veterans of this league, but both teams that have formed SouthConduct in their own right, so they've been here before.
But you also don't want to park the bus, as they say. It's one of the worst tactics, in my opinion, in the league, in the sport of soccer. Parking the bus, it's like the prevent defense. All it does is prevent you from winning.
It does happen a lot. Or you help teams cover the spread, one or the other.
Yeah. Was there an official spread for tonight?
No, there was not. But we could get the Taylor Credatis Sportsbook to cook something up, I'm sure. So Rose Tree on the outside.
Allie in the chat says we are valid now as commentators because we got Matt Prince on the horn.
There we go. I'll take it.
Thank you, Allie. Or Ali. Not really sure. Apologies if I misgendered you.
So SouthConduct here with the ball. Trying to pick their way through. Push down. Extended the arms a little bit, but they're going to let it play. I don't really mind it. It's a cup match. So here goes SouthConduct to the outside. This is the area where they've had some success, is out there on the corner.
It was Allie. I got it right. Allie says it's also 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer, which I do agree with. As a hockey man, 2-0 lead is known as the most dangerous lead in hockey, so I'll take the same thing.
Running down the sideline here, 13 trying to get to it. He's made a lot of plays here, but that one they're not going to allow. So whistle blown here. And Rose Tree going to get the chance to reset. Awkward position, though, with that foul. I mean, it's right there on the baseline. And here comes the boot. SouthConduct pushing outside. He's not going to chase that one. Too far gone. So bring it the other way here. It's early. Been a nice exchange from both sides so far.
Yeah, we are about 4 minutes into the second half here.
Good initial burst from Rose Tree, countered by good bit of possessions here from SouthConduct. So they're going to try to work it again. Oh, 13 was looking for the give and go. Didn't quite work out. Got tangled up. So now they're going to push it back out up top. Chance for a turnover here, and he does get it.
Good play on the ball.
Can't maintain.
I would not have called that a foul. That's just two guys going for the ball there. Unless he's seeing something I'm not. Just aggressive. Both players playing on the ball, not trying to do too much to each other.
Okay. So here goes Rose Tree again. I mean, what do you change, Bill? Halftime. Like, you make these tweaks. You're Rose Tree. You haven't scored. What's your move here?
I mean, what Matt Prince said at halftime, you have to be more aggressive. You have to get wingers on the side, create chances in the box from the outside in. I mean, that's how these things have been working for South Misconduct. Try and do the same.
Yeah, and I'm with you.
And continue to take those chances outside the box. You saw two clear chances, really good chances late in the first half.
Down the middle here. It's a rare opening in the middle for Rose Tree, and he puts it on net right at the keeper.
Best chance of the second half so far. But that was their best chance inside the box tonight. They've been trying to take advantage from that 18 yards to 22 yards to the net the last couple of prior to that, and they almost had a couple of goals there. So I would keep trying to hammer it from the outside.
It does just feel like, I mean, one, it feels like SouthConduct is pushing them to go out there, but two, they've had some opportunities where you see the wings, they're stalling on the edge, they're looking for somebody to get open in the middle, haven't quite been able to connect yet, but I wouldn't discourage it as they get the ball on the outside here. but caught up with. And so they'll slow it down a little bit. But yeah, see, it just feels like you're running into 2-3 guys consistently in the middle of the field, which is just good help defense. Let's see, can they get something going here? Nope. Knocked away so far. And a deep throw-in. So plenty of space up top. Wow, he's ripping it from a distance.
Yeah, that was a little bit too ambitious as subs come on. 24 for South Misconduct.
Let's see, we got some fun facts for some of the players from Rose Tree specifically. One of them said they can eat a burrito in one bite.
I mean, good for you, sir. Specific kind, or is it like just any burrito?
Any burrito is what it would seem.
Oh, all right.
One bite. That would be a Alex Mapoy.
Good for Alex.
Or Mapoy.
Ooh, bad clear by the keeper there. Do you have a chance trying to make a dip?
Oh, no! Top of the net. Oh, man.
Ball just did not dip fast enough. You know what? I truly believe if this was 20 degrees warmer, if we were playing in the spring or early fall, that was a goal.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it affected it that much?
Yeah.
Wow. Meteorologist Bill Kornfeld.
The air is thin.
Yeah, I dig that, though. Hey, you got the chance to rip it from there. It's a really good idea. Oh, he stumbles here. This is a turnover in the middle of the field. He's got plenty of space. There's only one guy who's trying to close in. Is he going to be able to rip it at first? He doesn't.
Oh, he makes him fall.
Oh, wow.
I think they're going to give the corner. I see no signal from the far ref.
Bit of a roller coaster there as he
They are going to give him the corner.
was able to stall, make a move, create some space, get the shot off. It was tipped away. That was a save. Batted out of bounds, and this will be a corner from FC SouthConduct. Up 2-0 in this game so far for reasons like that. Turnovers in the middle of the field.
Yep.
And being able to capitalize.
Really big missed opportunity there. That should have been this third goal right then and there.
Deflection on net, but batted away. And SouthConduct's able to make it happen, calling for it on the wing, and he does get it. He has room, but getting closed in on, and he boots that way out of bounds. Another substitution here for Rose Tree, 21 coming on the field.
Still no Matt Prince from the pitch.
Keep an eye out for that. The Prince who was promised. So here comes Rose Tree working it down the side. Coming to be good Rose Tree season, by the way. You ever been to it's not your neck of the woods necessarily, Rose Tree Park?
No.
Oh, Rose Tree Park, a beautiful park out in Media.
Okay.
And great sledding. If you like to sled, I cannot recommend Rose Tree Park enough.
I do like to sled.
I love sledding. Sledding is the best, and it's that time of year, baby. Get your $8 Kmart sled and go wild.
I like sledding, but I hate snow.
At some point, when it's on your car and it's a foot deep, you hate it, yes. Rose Tree here, deep. Weaving
Nice
through,
move
26. Threading the needle.
Oof.
Just can't
Poor
seal
effort
it.
there, but man, very nice moves from the end line here, or the touch line, trying to get something in the middle.
Yeah, fun journey to get there, man. I mean, that was good footwork by him to get through all those defenders.
Yeah.
Limit on sledding.
What about sledding?
Age limit on sledding.
There's no age limit on sledding. You can let us know in the comments if you think there's an age limit on sledding, and I'll just tell you you're a miserable person. So go sledding. If you haven't gone sledding in a while, the next time it snows, go sledding. You'll be so much happier. It's better than skiing, I'll tell you that. Also because I can't ski. I'm a terrible skier. I have no idea what I'm doing out there. I do not belong skiing.
High boot for Rose Tree, trying to create something, but tough to possess and battle for the ball here.
Yeah, they seem to be getting a little bit more. The creativity's been better this half, no doubt about it. But, I mean, you got to score 2. Long road ahead here. Ball deep down the right side. I don't think anybody's home on that. No, they're not. So that's going to be an easy recovery for the keeper. He just lets it go. Okay, I dig that. He was getting some pressure from Rose Tree on the inside. So he just decided to let that roll out. That was a good heads-up play. I like the purple as a goalie jersey, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Good color. Speaking of Prince.
Well done. R.I.P. That's a poor ball. I don't know why the keeper
who had
did
some
not
great
take
footwork
that.
earlier to create a chance. He lobs it off for his buddy on the outside, and he's trying to work his way in, but he gets beat up a little bit there.
See, I blame 26 for that. When you are inside the box, keep the ball in the box.
Oh, punted way out of bounds. Hard to see from the angle, but that just curved way out over the bench. Nice setup here, too. Just in terms of the field itself at Vidas, the benches, like nice covered benches, big padded seats. It feels like it's up for the moment when you're getting a cup game. It feels very legitimate.
Yep.
So great setup here. Thanks to Drexel for hosting the games.
I mean, another throw-in for Rose Tree. Got to make a move here. You're about 13 minutes in the second half. So 58th minute.
All right, getting aggressive there. They ganged up on him, and they get the
They have a
turnover.
moment
Ball
here.
to the
Can he make a
middle.
move?
Ooh. Aggressive play by the keeper, and it's a really smart one as now he gets the ball out. There's going to be some momentum here and space for SouthConduct. But sealed up, so they have to slow it down. Good work on the edge there from Rose Tree. So here we go, up the middle. Now he's got space, and wow, gets it all the way out there. Can't believe he landed that one. 13, who's been pretty crafty today. And there's a crafty move. Look at that. Okay. Right into the middle, deflected, and just
high.
outside of the top left corner.
Not sure if that skimmed the top of the bar, but that was a great effort there by SouthConduct.
Whew. And that's one of those things I was talking about when you were down there finding Matt Prince, Bill, was just the idea of these guys, their ability to get the ball across the field, these big loping passes. They've just done such a good job with it today. Both sides, you've seen some really good plays in that regard. And that's part of what makes this great. It just opens up the field so much more. There's so much more opportunity.
Yep.
So here, see, look at this. Look at this. Here goes 26. Deep down there.
Got to find your man.
Starts working his way in. He's got room to work with, and he finds a man, and he pushes it right in there.
I respect that move. You try and go low. You've been going high all night. Try and keep the keeper off guard and go low. Nothing doing, though. Keeper was eye on it the entire time. While we wait for the boot, winter is coming here at Casa, so it's time to play 5v5 inside. And the best part is that Casa is giving you so many ways to work around your busy schedule. Have a hard time commuting? Choose to play in Ballackinwood, Conshohocken, or Burlington. Is it timing more of the problem? Then make your choice based on game day. 5v5 leagues are available on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Even more, Casa has a 5v5 women's and non-binary division, so you can sign up for them as well. Ready to play 5v5 indoors? Go to CasaSoccerLeague.com to sign up or scan the QR code in the top of the screen. We'll leave that up for a few moments. Casa Soccer, for the players, by the players.
Rose Tree here with the ball. Been a good run for them the last couple of minutes. Have not scored yet, but a couple of good chances. Been very encouraging. One of their best stretches of the game so far. And as I say that, the ball gets punted down, and it's a pretty easy turnover. So for the Rose Tree fans out there, I'm sorry I jinxed you.
I mean, they're going to get desperate here in a few minutes as we approach this hour mark here. Or just go past the hour mark, I should say.
Been the outsides. Like you said, we talked about a little bit earlier, outside's definitely been the main driving point for offense so far when it comes to Rose Tree. And been able to connect, but just haven't been able to get it to the back of the net. Out of bounds there. We get a foul? Did you get an eye on that in the corner?
I did
No,
not.
out of bounds, it looks
a
like.
throw. Yep, looked like a throw.
So, yeah, Rose Tree throw. Maybe 15 yards away from the baseline.
Just because I can't see doesn't mean nothing.
Throw-in has not happened yet. Just got in now.
Simple turnover for South Misconduct.
Been the story of the game so far. They have space out top of the box. And here comes Rose Tree. He's going to be looking outside. That's where the space is, but ooh, didn't quite see
26 was
26. He
there.
puts his arms up like, how didn't you see me? Frustrated there, and I get it.
And a turnover again for South.
And now, oh, he's off. There was a run there in the middle to be had, but the timing not there either. So 2 misreads on each side. So here's Rose Tree now.
A lot of standing around right now for South. There we go. Nope. But then poor ball movement. Just not sure what the issue is, but all of a sudden South Tree has completely, or excuse me, Rose Tree has completely lost their shape, and they're not making good, crisp passes to try and create chances here.
Maybe a substitution. Feel like it's been a little bit since
Yeah.
we've seen a sub.
I think they've only made 1 or 2 subs since the second half started.
And if I remember, the last game that we saw them play in the spring, they were pretty tight on their bench then. It was maybe only 3-4 guys at most that got in, although they have a pretty deep bench. I mean, there's a lot of people over there on the Rose Tree side tonight,
Yeah.
but not a whole lot of people that are getting in the game. So that's what tends to happen in championship matches like this. And again, these teams did play in the division championship just a couple of days ago. It looked a lot like this, as SouthConduct won that game 3-0. And Rose Tree felt like they had an answer today. So far, it has not been the case. But again, plenty of time. Easy reset here. A little wily on that, but they recover. Can they get it out? And there it is on the outside.
Oh, here's
Oh, he's got a chance.
He can keep
Oh,
up. Nope.
man. And this could be a scary moment here. Oh, okay. Uses the body, maintains possession, keeps it moving.
There we go.
Another deep one, 26. He's made some things happen recently. Can he do it here? And he
There
does!
it is, a goal. What a beautiful ball by 26 to set up. I believe that was 13 on, excuse me, no, not 13. 13 is a defender on Rose Tree. I apologize. But that was a beautiful comeback ball for 26 on Rose Tree. Cut this lead in half. It is now 2-1.
Yeah, credit to him. He's been the guy that's been making things happen so far. I mean, if I was to pick anybody on Rose Tree that's done the most, he's been the guy. Both sides of the field, you know, both halves of this game.
Yep.
Gets the chance there, and good for him. He's earned it. I mean, he's been working really hard today. It's nice to see him get the assist.
Clearly the engine for this offense right now. That's who they're going to go to on this near side. Try and get something out wide. Game on.
Game on indeed. We told you just a couple of minutes ago. I wouldn't count him out yet. Again, 37 goals so far in Division I. And here's a shot.
Went off the heel, the top of the foot, it looked like.
Don't mind it, though. Wouldn't have any regrets on that. Had the space. Fire away.
And we're about the 66th minute of the second half.
And again, thanks to everybody that's been watching, hanging out with us. Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are. Make sure you like the page on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. There's going to be another match on Saturday. Be a little bit of a different crew. Bill will be here with you on Saturday. I'll be in Chicago. Jamie Lynch from 97.5 The Fanatic. He'll be doing play-by-play on the game. Excited to get Jamie out here.
The bro.
He will not be a silent bro.
That's right. Release the bro. Another free kick coming up for Rose Tree. They're going to take advantage of these as long as they're given to them. Just find the space here. Nothing doing.
Oh, little deflection back in and making a nice run from 19. I'm loving his hustle here.
Keeps the ball in bounds. Nope.
No? Oh,
Goal
I thought he
kick.
was in. I mean, ref's on the baseline there, but man, I thought he had that. Admirable effort. It's like Rudy out there, huh?
Like Rudy.
Terrible reference for the moment, but whatever. Who's a good soccer hustle guy you could throw out?
Brandon Paxton. Keep it in the area. The Medford Messi, as we call him.
There we go. Brandon Paxton out there wearing number 19 for the Rose Street Gunners. Keeping it in.
He's just an engine.
Well, I said he kept it in. The ref did not. Big header there.
26 again, trying to set things up for Rose Street.
I would not take him off the field the rest of the game. I would ride him the whole way, that's for sure. I know you can keep subbing in and out.
12 makes a man fall.
And see, he gets it all the way across the field for that pass. It's just ridiculous to be able to complete those. So,
I thought he was
dancing
gonna take
around
his
a bit.
moment. Nope.
Rose Tree locked in right now. Last couple of minutes, ball movement's just been excellent for them. Best it's been all game. Oh, and 26. See, this guy is just, he's got some heat to him right now. You got to keep feeding him as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean, he made a beautiful assist to get your team back within one. He's the go-to guy. That's who you want to feed everything to and try and run the offense through at this point.
That was interesting. 12 had his arms out. He was like, hey, pass me the ball, let it ride. Goes perfectly to 13 in the box and then punted out. Is that a corner?
That is a corner.
They are going to award it. Went out right at the corner. Exciting game here, Bill.
Yeah, now it's getting now the pressure is on South Misconduct. You're only down up one after giving up that goal about 4 minutes ago.
So here we go, crossed into the middle.
It's loose. The ball's loose. That's the worst thing for a keeper.
The keeper gets up top and punches it out, but still chaos in the box, and they get a little bit of relief. Ooh. And we get some yells of subs. See how much movement's going on here. Trying to get a look from the sideline. It looks like, ooh, wow. SouthConduct's got, what, 5 guys? 6 guys? Wholesale. Dean, who's the manager for Rose Tree, is looking at all these guys, and he's laughing to himself. He's saying some words back and forth with the opponent.
Here we go again.
So
Trying
now,
to get something.
say 26.
Ball's loose. Nope. Collected easily by the keeper.
Yeah, he's doing great work today.
Yeah.
So here it goes out. Been a while for SouthConduct now since they've had a good offensive possession. Pretty much been the midfielder their third for a good while. Is there's an
There
opening?
it is. It's an open
Is he gonna
net.
get there? Oh,
What a
save!
defensive move by South Misconduct. I'm not sure if the keeper misplayed that ball, but great defensive awareness.
Wait, is that there's a card?
Wow.
Did he just issue a yellow card?
That
on
was a yellow card issued by the ref.
Bounds, they're saying.
Wait. What are they saying, Taylor?
He said he was pushed out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds
I thought
is
that was
what
a-
our cameraman's telling us. There's a lot of gesturing and confusion on the field. 19, who made an excellent play in my estimation. He's got his hands up. He can't believe this. I thought that was clean, Bill.
I thought that was extremely clean. He went down on the ball, but still, to an award and a penalty here is mind-boggling.
Wow, what a wild turn of events that is. I mean, just a turnover, great opportunity there. I thought great defense, and now a penalty. So
it looks like 26 is going to take it. Excuse me, no, he's not going to take it. I thought it looked like at first 26 was lining up to take the PK.
So here we go, Rose Tree Gunners. Struggling, get their first goal a couple of minutes ago. Chance to tie here, the approach on the ball.
No, good!
So play resumes just
Just
off the
keep going.
crossbar. So here goes 13. Man, that was a wild couple of minutes there. Sub calls.
Just frantic sub calls at this point.
And
Oh
here
my
comes an
goodness.
entire unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 7 players coming in for SouthConduct. So massive changes here. Got to wonder what the philosophy is. Maybe more defensive at this point, Bill?
More defensive, and you just get fresh legs on the pitch. And
there's another yellow card. Wow, one of the players for SouthConduct just walking off the field here.
Number 3 on South Misconduct gets the yellow card there. So that's now 2 yellow cards issued in the last 2 minutes or less.
Wow, a lot of mouthing off to the ref as he walked off the field there. You got to assume that's just a residual anger from the initial penalty call. So that is 2 bookings at this point for SouthConduct. Man, I get the heat, though. I mean, that was a tough call in a cup match.
I mean, it's
These
the
teams
heat of
just played each other a couple days ago.
Yeah, and it was a very controversial call. It was a tough angle call, especially from where we are on that initial penalty decision for Rose Tree to try and convert. They missed it, crossbar off the woodwork. I thought it was a clean tackle at first from our angle, but a lot of chaos. Ref trying to calm things down, get control of this match.
Yeah, not a bad idea here. Okay.
We're back underway. Throw in here.
So let's see what happens with SouthConduct here. Again, wholesale subs just about. 7 out of 11 players coming off of the pitch. So a whole new lineup here, a lot of fresh legs. Didn't notice anybody from Rose Tree coming on the field there either. Bill, did you see any subs from that
I
side?
saw 1 or 2. It didn't make the numbers, though. But again, as long as 26 is on the pitch for Rose Tree, they have a fighting chance. He's been the engine that could for this team right now.
All right, reset. Are they going to push it outside? They have space there. No, in the middle, where SouthConduct's been pretty strong, and they tip it away there. Some language at the refs on that one. No call, though. No cards.
Some criticism in the chat of the Rose Tree manager trying to call that they should have used Matt Prince, of all people, for that penalty kick.
You don't say.
Big fit Matt Prince.
Whoa. Okay.
They're going to call this offside, yes. We've gotten very chippy these last 3 or 4 minutes here.
Yeah, very involved with the refs, too. So when the tempers are this high, they're making all these calls. I mean, yeah, it's like... Look, I've yelled at a couple of refs in my day, so I get where that energy comes from.
Well, once the ref...
That's punt. Is that going to hit our roof? No. Okay.
I was listening for it once you said it.
I was ready for it to smack the roof in the booth that we're in here at Vidas Field. It does not. Play resumes. Rose Tree Gunners down the right side. 2-1 game here after missing that penalty just a couple of minutes ago. Chance to equalize. Very controversial moment. Ends with a yellow card. And another yellow card just maybe a minute or 2 after that. So here they go. And SouthConduct has not had major offensive possession in quite some time. I mean, it has been very Rose Tree here.
Yeah, this has been all Rose Tree since about the 55th minute of this second half.
Wonder if that's tactical or just play advantage. Hard to say. Letting that one ride. So, yeah, here goes Rose Tree on the outside. Punt to the middle by 26. He's got it.
It's a goal!
Equalizer.
What a beautiful ball in. I believe again 26. And we are all tied up.
What a moment for him. He's been phenomenal so far today. I've been shouting him out all match just about, it feels like, because he's just been making things happen all over the field when he's getting the ball. You see the defender from South House or SouthConduct, excuse me, just in total disbelief after that goal. I mean, what a wild swing. Wild swing in these last couple of minutes. So
it's incredible. And we're about the 75th minute here.
It's maybe a 2-0 game, what, at the 60, 65 mark, Bill? Last 10 minutes, we've seen 2 goals to equalize this and a missed penalty. So pretty wild. Going to change the calculus quite a bit here for SouthConduct. They did just make, again, a bunch of subs. We suspect that they were defensive in nature, so we'll see how that alters things the rest of the way and how many moves are made. Yeah, a new player comes back off the bench. That's the guy who got carded just a couple of minutes ago. He's number 3. So it looks like he'll come back in. Wonder if that's more of an offensive play.
While we wait, 7v7 is starting here at Casa. The next 7v7 season is about to kick off. These divisions are the perfect spot to play, whether you are the first-time player, new to the area, and looking to find a team to play with, or just looking for some more soccer during the week. Also, there's many league varieties. There's mixtos, co-ed divisions, women's and non-binary divisions, and divisions for players over the age of 30. Choose what works best for you. Sign-ups are live. Go to CasaSoccerLeagues.com or sign up with the QR code in the top of the screen to join today. Casa Soccer, for the players, by the players.
Goalie kicks that out on a potential breakaway opportunity for Rose Tree. Was well defended, figured he wouldn't get that ball, but keeper blasts it out of bounds, allows things to slow down and reset. Slowing down, being a key part of this right now. Very high energy, high tension the last couple of minutes here in this game. It's really heated up, folks, if you just tuned in. I mean, it's exploded.
Less than 15 minutes to go, plus whatever extra time if needed.
And that is worth noting. Yeah, potential for extra time and penalty kicks could be in the cards for tonight. So far, card-wise, 2 yellows, both to SouthConduct.
And very controversial call still for that penalty kick, despite the miss, because it did generate a yellow card on the misconduct player. South misconduct player, excuse me. This is why I love the sport, Vince. Soccer, nothing like it.
So much fun. So much fun. This is a classic Casa match. You see this every time we're watching a Casa game, it feels like you get this kind of excitement. So awesome to see.
Petitions are starting in the chat to put in Prince versus Rose Tree.
All right, if we get 100 signatures on a change.org position, I will stop the game myself, and we will put Matt in. Here we go. Rose Tree.
What a chance. Keeper saw it all the way, though.
Man, what a swing in the momentum it's been the last couple of minutes here. Last 10, 15 minutes, it's just been all Rose Tree, it's felt like. I mean, just the rarest blip of offense from SouthConduct. So they're going to have to figure out something here. I mean, they need a serious change, and maybe these players will figure it out as they just get gelling together. Again, with 7 coming on out of 11. And now they're going to try to work it down the right sideline. It's no good. That goes out of bounds. We're going to get a throw in here.
I can only imagine what Dean, the manager for Rose Tree, is thinking right now.
Yeah, fiery guy. Ball in the middle here. Opportunity for 17. He can't get to it.
Easy for Connor Bradley. Saw it all the way. Keeper for Rose Tree.
Good play there from SouthConduct getting it in the middle. Just couldn't quite make the most of it at the end there. And here's 26. He's been on fire lately.
Does he have another in him?
Oh, he's working down the middle again. Deflected off a 20. That's going to be a corner. If it goes out that way, it's going to be a deep throw. No, are they saying he just punted that out? I would have sworn that deflected.
You saw wrong, according to the ref.
I will get my glasses prescribed shortly. And throw-in goes to Rose Tree. Seen a lot of turnovers on throw-ins today, Bill.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Poor effort. Throw-ins are a key part of this, and I mean they're not putting any effort into them.
So 26 stalls there at the top of the box. I'd say he's man of the match so far. Oh, we got an injury here. Is he going to be able to get back up? Looks like he just got clipped and he's all right. More annoyed than anything.
Defender's got to get back for South Tree.
SouthConduct with space.
Good clear by Rose Tree.
Serious energy lately. Oh, nice boot.
What a punch by Connor Bradley.
Really got up there on that one.
SouthConduct has been looking for that offensive chance all second half, and they finally get it. Couldn't convert, though. Connor Bradley using all of his frame to get that.
Finally starting to get some heat on that side offensively. Been a while for them. They've been quite cold for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. So here's another boot.
What off the crossbar?
26, you got to be kidding me. He was so close. Crossbar. Great attempt by him.
26, I think, fooled the defense there because he pointed out a player to try and play the cross on and immediately decided, I'm going to take this myself. Ball just didn't dip fast enough. That was in the back of the net if it dipped another quarter inch.
Yeah, quite the chance there. So here we go, SouthConduct trying to return the favor as they've given up 2 straight goals at this point. Here it calls a turn and go. Can't quite make it happen.
Still lose. Oh, good. Still able to get the ball after a poor pass, I thought.
Yeah, just missed that. Frustration push. They going to let that ride?
Nope.
No, he's calling a foul. Yeah, that felt pretty unnecessary.
I did think at first the referee's going to play advantage, but Rose Tree just wants to take the free kick, and I think he's hurt as well. 19.
Is he might be stretching it out? Cold weather. I mean, it is, 29 degrees, something like that tonight?
You're going to start cramping up a little bit. That's not – you've been playing for about – we're approaching the 80th minute here. We're probably in the 78th.
81, according to our clock keeper, John Barchard. Thank you, John. And again, thanks to everybody that's been hanging out with us tonight, watching the game, supporting your friends, supporting your family, whoever it might be, supporting Casa Soccer. Certainly not supporting us, but we appreciate you all the same. Again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Casa channel. Like the page if you're on Facebook. Got another game coming out on Saturday. And if you want to check yesterday's action, that was the Contenders Cup Final, Spicy Boy FC and Vidas FC. Then you can catch that on Facebook and YouTube as well. Now, interesting thing, by the way, Vidas FC, one of the teams, multiple teams within the structure of Casa, so many divisions, but there's a Vidas FC in Division 1, and there's also a Real Vidas, excuse me. So a little Vidas identity crisis. Not sure what that's all about. I will ask Nolan next time I see him, president of Casa and Vidas. Here we go.
Not sure what SouthConduct is calling for there. I thought it was a clean defensive play.
Ooh, ugly turnover here in the middle of the field. He's got some room. He's got some space. Is he going to be able to make something out of this? Ooh.
Went wide with it.
I didn't think he was going to be able to get anything off on
Tough
that.
angle. Kept the ball in, too.
You hear a gosh, it's cold out from the bench.
It is cold.
No doubt about it. Wonder how much that weather's a factor. That's 22 for
Going to be another substitution
Rose
here for
Tree.
Rose Tree. 22 coming in.
So 2 subs, number 4 coming on the field as well. No changes recently for South House. Again, they made that major change. Then they put number 3 back in the game. He had a yellow card a couple of minutes before that. Otherwise, same unit for SouthConduct at this point.
I mean, just end-to-end action since the 60th minute, really, Vince. I mean, this has been nonstop since the first goal for Rose Tree.
Yeah, it really changed the whole dynamic of this game. Been a lot more electric from everybody. Just feels like the quality of play, everybody's locked in a little bit more. You feel that intensity in the championship matchup. So
yeah,
great to see as they go deep down the field here. And is that going to be free kick? Throw in? Hard to tell from the angle. Doesn't matter now.
Just trying to get it out of there for Rose Tree, trying to just relieve the pressure. Because all of a sudden, this match has now tilted towards SouthConduct for the last couple of minutes here.
Yeah, been a while for them since they've had a run like this, so they certainly needed it. Been pretty one-sided for quite some time at this point. They've been on the ropes, now trying to recover. But is it going to be enough, or does that momentum keep swinging? And Rose Tree could take this. I mean, we're getting to the final, just about final 5 minutes of regulation here. Definitely looking at some extra time.
Thought he was going to take that from the top. Looking for a move
And
here, and he gets it.
in.
No, just wide. I
Man.
think this is a goal kick. Yes, it is. So Connor Bradley will step up and boot it down, trying to create something.
You got to figure part of the calculus here, too, Bill. When it comes to substitutions or lack thereof in certain cases, you got to think, all right, odds are you're going to be getting extra time.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very interesting strategy in any shape and form of soccer on any level of what you do when you get into these scenarios. Do you play for the win with 6 minutes to go?
Oh, really physical there. Nothing? Yeah, okay,
They are
good.
gonna
Yeah,
call foul. Quick free
they're
kick
going to let
taken.
it play on.
You have to decide what you want to do. With 6 minutes to go in the this final, do you play for the win or you just play for overtime and go for the win there?
See, now I'm greedy. I play for the win. But
I agree.
especially in this weather, this kind of cold, I try to play for the wind. I get some fresh legs out there, try to surprise them.
You also just want to get out of the cold, don't you?
Well, we're in a booth. We're pretty comfortable. But if I was a player, yes. And the nice thing is, look, you get all these rotations. You can move guys in and out as you please. So if you got somebody that was in the game earlier after you made that major change, especially for SouthConduct, I'd throw that guy back in. Plenty of fresh legs on their bench for guys that have been in this game. Rose
Deep
Tree a lot
corner.
tighter with their bench throughout the day. See how that works out.
Deep chance there for South Misconduct. Here we go again, setting it in.
Volleying back and forth over the box. A lot of crisscrossing, nothing doing over the last couple of minutes here, but it certainly moved in their favor. About 4 minutes left. See what the stoppage is. I would think we're going to get a little bit of extra stoppage just because you had that feisty exchange around the 70-minute mark, and you got to figure that's going to add at least a minute onto the clock. Ref really need to slow things down there. Got very loud. A lot of profanities. Yelled at the refs. That's kind of the life of a referee, so they're used to it. But you do need to control the temperature of this game a little bit. So, again, these teams played each other just a couple of days ago on Saturday. Championship match for Division I. This is the Palangi Cup. Final match here. Here comes SouthConduct on the outside, lobbing it across. It's a little high.
Now we were just talking about, do you play to win in these last final moments in the cup final match, or do you play defensively? South Misconduct is playing for the win. That's what they're doing right now. Dean is calling his players out, trying to do something here.
Pacing the sideline there. He looks a little cold.
It's a cold job being a manager.
Certainly is. So the remaining final minutes here, 26. Hasn't had the ball in a while, trying to make an opportunity here. Goalie way up ahead.
That's a great shield there by the defensive player on South Misconduct. Just trying to give his keeper a chance to collect the ball and get it out of there.
Yeah, and he was in the proper spot, too, to go and scoop that up and save an opportunity. And now they'll have a chance on the other end as they get a throw in past midfield. About a start of the closing third for him. SouthConduct. Ooh.
Good defensive move by Rose Tree.
And that big guy there that's playing striker for SouthConduct, he's had a couple of moments in this game. I mean, he had that ball that I believe it almost led to the own goal. He put that ball on net, went off a chest of a Rose Tree defender and just past the right post. That was a really dangerous moment. Would have put the game up 3-0 at that point in favor of SouthConduct. It did go wide, but I believe he was in on that play, had another chance earlier in the game as well. So he's had some dangerous moments, has not had one lately, although they have teased it. Top of the box here for SouthConduct. And they recover again. The onslaught continues. They keep knocking at the door. Are they going to be able to punch it in, or can Rose Tree hold off and get to extra time here?
Unofficially, the 89th minute. Not sure what the ref is seeing on his watch, but here up in the booth, we're at 89. We're to the 90th minute, I should say.
And you see it in the chat. Imagine if he hit the PK. If you did miss that, there was a penalty kick not that long ago. Maybe the 68th minute, somewhere in that ballpark. It was
final
missed.
Chance here for Rose Tree.
He's going out 26 on the
again.
outside. He's been deadly. He launches it. Nice curve.
Beautiful ball there. Trying to catch the keeper off guard. He saw it all the way, though. But a beautiful strike came off the foot clean.
Last thing you want to do is give 26 chances. He gets one or two more of those, he's probably going to bury you and take home the Palangi Cup.
We're approaching the 90th minute here, plus injury time unofficially. And unofficially, we are now into the 90th minute. We'll see when the ref decides to blow the whistle. Send this thing to extra time. Does it right then and there, right on cue. So that does it.
Wow, folks, we're going to extra time here in the Palangi Cup Final at Vidas Field, Drexel University. Rose Tree Gunners, SouthConduct FC. Again, these two teams have played each other just a couple of days ago. That game was a 3-0 victory for SouthConduct. Now a 2-2 score after a 2-0 lead has evaporated. A penalty kick was missed. Yellow cards were thrown. And so here we are trying to find a winner. Both of these teams respectively the best in their division. Rosetree, 37 goals scored, 12 against on the season, 8-1-1 record for misconduct, 7-1-1 in regular play. And we will see who's going to come out the winner tonight. Man, what a match this has been. I hope you've been enjoying it as much as we have. I am Vince Quinn with you here on the call. Bill Kornfeld just went downstairs. I imagine he's going to grab somebody. Let's see. He's got the microphone. He's heading over to the SouthConduct bench. Let's see who he gets in touch with. He's trying to get the keeper for a second.
No, dude, we're in the middle of the game.
So he's not interested.
Absolutely not.
So I respect the effort, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's an intense game out there. R.I.P. to Bill. So they're trying to lock in. And I like it. Yeah, I like it. That's funny. They're laughing about it over there. I'm going to give Bill a hard time when he comes back up.
I got a team name.
Oh, and Taylor has a team name for us.
Boys to 10 men on the field.
Boys to 10 men on the field. There you go. And he's back. Bill, I respect the effort, dude. You tried.
So we're going to do 2 5-minute halves here for the second half for these 2 extra time periods.
Okay. 5-minute halves here.
Hey, that's what journalism's about, trying to get the guest
Yeah.
in between the moments. But I get it. You're in a heated competition. For South misconduct, you just gave up 2 goals when you're up 2-0.
Yeah. And did they say golden goal or not, Bill?
I did not hear that.
So it looks like we'll get 2 5-minute halves. And then I would assume we're going to go to penalties after that.
Yeah, so we have 2 5-minute halves. We'll see how that goes. We'll know the winner if there's celebration or not.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see how it goes. We will keep you here for every second. Again, thanks for tuning in, watching this match from Casa Soccer. If you're not subscribed on YouTube or liking the page on Facebook as you're watching here, please do. Support the league. If you're interested in signing up, this is what it's all about. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Broadcasted game, beautiful field, beautiful night, high tension. Been a lot of fun tonight.
We're underway.
So here we go. Rosetree getting the first crack at it. Changing the side of the field here. Into the middle, been a tough spot, but there's a turnover and a boot. And he tries again. Oh, wow.
That was a bending ball. Keeper had to make a play. Didn't get a touch on it, so it's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, keeper flailed at that. I mean, if it was on net, looked like he was in position to get it, but still a nice look all the same. When you get the turnover like that and the space that close, you got to rip it. So good judgment on that one. Just didn't connect. And now we try to go the other way. That's deflected deep. Keeper's ready for it. So he receives. Been an exciting one so far, folks. I mean, again, if you're just hopping in, last couple of minutes, last maybe 20 minutes of this half, went from a 2-0 game to a 2-2 game. And we are here in the Palangi Cup Final in extra time, trying to see who takes home the cup. Oh!
Tough, hard challenge there. They're going to call a foul there.
11 gets up like it didn't bother him. I respect that.
No need for a card.
No, I wouldn't say that's a carded play. Not sure who has both of the cards. There are 2 cards that are on the SouthConduct side. I know one of them's number 3.
Yep.
And he is out on the field. I'm not sure who the other player is that did get booked earlier. But we continue to play on. There is danger of 10 men on the field at some point for SouthConduct if things go the wrong way. So Throw in here from Rosetree. Fighting in the corner. And stolen away. SouthConduct flag on the play. SouthConduct ball, we're going to reset here.
About halfway, a little over halfway through unofficially on my clock of the first half. 5 minute, 2 halves. Unsure if it is golden goal. But after 2 5-minute halves, it will go to overtime.
Yeah, so we'll see if we run off the field. We're learning with you, folks, so strap in. High-intensity moments here, very physical match, teams that know each other very well. Mutual respect, but also a thin film of dislike that goes with that. Competitive nature. Very fun to see out on the pitch today. Been a really enjoyable game. Nice play there to shield it and reset. All right, so here goes. Throw in right underneath us here in the booth, midfield. And that's a SouthConduct ball. Hands are up. I'm not sure why. Rosetree seems to be upset with something there. I'm not sure if you saw that, Bill. Not sure what the gripe is.
Yeah.
But there was one. Play keeps going on, however. And it's kicked out again. That ball almost went to the parking lot, but a bystander was able to get in the way and save the ball. So that was a big play.
Less than a minute to go now.
That's an MVP right there. All right, so we're almost winding down the first half of extra time. And we're well on our way to seeing a second. And ultimately, it looks like penalty kicks are on the horizon, folks. So coming in for a landing soon one way or another. And a champion will be crowned.
Rosetree taking their time. I think they're just trying to, I don't know, if the strategy was to just try and get this to PKs. Maybe that's it, but they're taking their sweet time. They had a chance for one final push in this first half of extra time.
Yeah, can't say we know one way or the other which teams feel particularly confident about their ability to win a penalty shootout or guys that have had a track record with that over the course of the last couple of seasons here. Again, a lot of continuity with these
whistle.
teams.
That is going to be the end of the first half of the second of extra time.
First half of extra time over. And yeah, again, with these teams, a lot of continuity. These teams stay together usually for long stretches of time, know each other, play together, practice together, taken very seriously all of this. I know it's not a technically professional league, but there are opportunities to get into semi-pro leagues. There's Casa Select. There's a lot of high-level soccer, a lot of high-level players, former Division I, Division II. So a lot of stakes here, and this is what you do it for. This is what it's all about.
Yep.
So what a moment, what a game, and can't wait to see how this one finishes. Penalties could be here in the next 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere.
And we're underway.
Burst down the sideline here. Man, he is running fast. Gets it across the middle. And he's got some room. Telling him to take his time, and he does. Kind of clearing the puck. A little bit of a hockey dump and chase, it felt like there. So now we drop it into the middle, where they've had some chances. So, man, SouthConduct with the stumble and a back heel. Creative thought there, and he did sense his man who was in the neighborhood, but just not quite open enough.
Misconduct is playing. South Misconduct is playing very hard.
Whoa! No way. Okay. Whew. That would have been
that keeper
quite
let
the
that
finisher.
ball go. I don't know how confident he is in letting that ball go, even though it went wide. That looked dangerous.
I thought that was going in for the majority of that. I really thought that was going to go. Would have been a showstopper.
More Matt Prince.
As Matt Prince demand continues to rise.
According to Joe in the chat, we have a former RTG legend, Tyler Sky, in the chat, and he wants to see Matt Prince, so a legend of Rosetree is spoken.
Well,
Or
regardless
allegedly spoken, I should say.
Regardless of who loses today, we know the winner is Matt Prince. The man has love and support. Must have some wild birthday parties. He's a man of the people.
A literal prince.
He is a literal prince. Kind of guy that if you need a cigarette, he'll give you one. Here we go. SouthConduct, space up top. He's got
Take
room.
that
He's going to
shot.
fire it. Yeah.
Couldn't settle it, but that was a chance there for South Misconduct, even though you're about 20 yards outside the box.
And we're about 3 minutes
Excuse
left
me,
here,
outside
which
the
is
net.
part of the reason why you take anything that even resembles a chance at this point if you can. Just trying to keep this from going to PKs, unless they feel, again, particularly confident. Not sure what the track records are for these teams on that side, but you got to figure both of them high goal scoring on the season, so the finishing touch is there. 37 for Rose Tree, 32 for SouthConduct on the season in about 12 games each. So 3 goals a game, more or less, on average for both. And now trying to fend off as Rose Tree, one of their first chances in a couple of minutes here in extra time, and easily defended. Seeing some frustration on the players, a lot of slowing down, that some of them just seem ready for penalties to happen, Bill.
Yep. I mean, you're about 2 minutes away from penalties. Approaching the 3-minute mark.
It's a long game. Halftime is short, about 5 minutes. And some of these guys have been playing all day as much as there's a lot of subs. All right, here comes SouthConduct. Got some room in the middle. A man outside. He gets a nice pass there. In the middle, dancing around.
Rose Tree is really standing on their heels right now. They are pressed against it right now by South Misconduct. Not a lot of chances at all, really, since that second goal that tied this thing up in around the 75th, 80th minute.
True. Been a bit of a drought.
It's been all South Misconduct ever since then. They made some tactical changes, a lot more pressing. I'm shocked they have not scored.
And thinking about the way this has gone, I mean, just being frank, based on the way this game has gone, SouthConduct, they got some of their goals on turnovers in the midfield. That was a lot of the first half of this game. If anybody's going to get a quick one out of nowhere, it feels like it's going to be them.
Looks like they called offsides on Rose Tree.
But clock's ticking. I mean, we're at the 4-minute mark. There's a lot of confusion here. See if we get some stoppage time added to this. A lot of chatter here. Yeah, ref definitely need to calm that down and reset things. That was getting out of hand.
Well, we're less than a minute away unofficially, according to my clock.
All right, so penalties are likely incoming here, folks. What a game. What a game, Bill.
This might be the final chance here of both teams.
Put in the box, headed away. Oh, whoa, that was a
slight
full
push, but playing advantage, I believe. No signal, but I thought there was a foul. There was a clear push.
That was a fully extended 2-arm push. That was a foul. There's no doubt about that one being a foul. I try to let it ride, and I get it's a cup match and extras, but man, he really full-on shoved him in the back. Doesn't seem to... Well, it really doesn't matter. I mean, they didn't call it, so you play with what you got. Here goes Rose Tree. Are they going to be able to make something of this? This is a good opportunity. You got some room. Numbers are close. He gets around his man. Now he finds 26. 26 has been magic today for Rose Tree. He's a part of both goals that they've scored. He makes some moves here. He launches in and misses his man.
That should be it. That was the final chance.
And it is, folks. We're going to penalties. We're going to penalties here at Vidas Field in the Palangi Cup Final. Players patting each other, goalies stretching and getting ready for this. Man, excitement as high as you can ask for in a match like this. This game has absolutely delivered.
Just incredible. I think that shot by 26 went a little bit off the outside of his foot, causing it to drift like that, but excellent chance and almost had it literally at the death.
And now, obviously, I mean, what you're seeing in the normal course of play and your ability to shoot a penalty shot are going to be a little bit different.
Yep.
So I am curious to see with 26, with all the magic he's made, whether he's going to be the guy that's in these penalties or not. But captain's out on the field now. We have a coin flip. See who goes first. They gestured to Rose Tree first. So it seems like them teams huddling now. Man, this is wild.
This is an extraordinary effort. I don't know who to give the advantage to. We obviously have not seen how these teams prepare on their penalty kicks, but all the momentum leading up to this has been South Misconduct. ever since they gave up the tying goal to level this thing up, Rose Tree has been on their heels. So I give the advantage to South Misconduct, but I'm going just based off the momentum of this match, the last 35, 40 minutes, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's for now the momentum's one thing, but this you stop, you breathe, you reset, you huddle. It's just a whole different environment now. I don't know. Something about Rose Tree. I'm just curious to see who's going to get the chances here.
Yep.
A lot of hugging. I've seen a couple of hugs. 11, and you can see him for Rose Tree going out, slapping guys on the other team. So,
well, there's also
cool to see.
Yeah, there's a sense of camaraderie as well. I mean, these teams we talked about it earlier. They've seen each other. They just saw each other about 4 days ago on Saturday, where South Misconduct came out the winner. You know these teams are rivals, and they respect each other at the same time. So this is a very interesting dynamic, and one of the things that just comes with penalty kicks. You're standing literally next to each other.
So absolute chaos down here. And it's worth saying that part of the reason that we're in this moment, folks, is due to a missed penalty kick earlier in this game.
Great point.
I don't want to pin it solely on that. There's been a lot of chances on both sides, turnovers that have led to goals. I mean, look, it's been a wild game with good teams, a lot of back and forth. So that's what happens in the normal course of a game. But that missed penalty, that's going to be the big thing that you look at for Rose Tree. If you don't come out with this one, they're the first ones here. And we're going to get our first approach to the ball. Number 12 is going to be the man for Rose Tree. Lining up, stretching, getting the ball in the right spot. And the whistle. In! We have 1-0 here for Rose Tree. In penalties. Bottom left. Very smooth on that shot, Bill.
Yeah, no chance for the keeper. Guessed wrong.
Such an impossible
Quick and
spot.
Easy. If you're naturally, if you're the penalty taker, you have the advantage. You got to go fast and hard into the net, because if you hesitate or turn your hip a certain way, keeper's going to be able to tell where you're going to go.
Shot 2. And that's in. Ooh, wow, just past the outreach arms of the keeper there, and that's going to keep it 1-1. So we have a tie game.
Amazing.
Tied penalties.
Guessed right. Connor Bradley, keeper for Rose Tree, did guess right.
So here we are, Palangi Cup Final. Two teams that have played each other, know each other well, here in penalties.
Apparently Matt Prince would have saved that. A lot of Matt Prince fans in the chat.
2/3 of the world is covered by water. The other third is covered by Matt Prince. Here we go, 26. He has been the man for Rose Tree today, lining up. And he punches it through in the middle. Oh,
Dead
man.
center.
That's such a gutsy play. I always love the shot up the middle, Bill. I really do.
2-1 Rose Tree. I mean, takes a lot of effort to just decide I'm going straight up the gut to figure out if I can score this ball.
So Rose Tree scored the 2 goals to tie this up. They were down 2-0. Now they have 2 goals here in penalties. SouthConduct, the merger team, and they blasted through top middle. Wow, that was an aggressive shot.
That's how you got to win this. This literally might go on forever, but for how hard they're kicking
I
this.
hope it does. This is great. I could do this all night. Give me 15 rounds of penalty shooting. With the way this has gone, why not? I mean, what a joy. What a joy this has been. Round 3 here, penalties. Rose Tree up on the ball.
Matt Prince, Casa, Chuck Norris.
Matt Prince, Casa, Chuck Norris. Watching on. Here comes 15.
Little cheeky ball.
Low to the right.
3-2.
Keeper misses it. And so here we go. Rose Tree, 3-2. Nobody has missed yet in penalties. So third round, 3 goals for Rose Tree. This is the third crack at it for SouthConduct. Can they equalize here in the Palangi Cup Finals? This is ridiculous.
You really see how extraordinary penalty kicks are from firsthand. Not like when you're watching the World Cup or anything.
Okay, 30 really stepping back for this one. And he nails it bottom left. We're 3 for 3 in penalties here. My goodness.
You're getting your wish, Vince. 15 rounds.
Yep, give me all the rounds. Give me all the goals. This is awesome. This is awesome. So here we go. Number 8 is going to be your man here for Rose Tree, walking up to the ball. Seems confident, really taking his time, feels very comfortable in the moment.
It's all a mental game. This is like 80% mental, 20% skill.
Something percent concentrated power of will. Anyway, boo's appropriate, but the goal goes in. So Rose Tree 4 for 4 now in penalties. Overall 7 for 7. Nobody has missed yet. We are in the 4th round. This is going to be SouthConduct sending their 4th man up here to try to tie. And folks, if you're just tuning in now, I mean, my goodness, I can't tell you how much of a ride this has been tonight. It's been a great game, and I want to yell and scream about it, but I also don't want to be too loud here as we get this 4th shot. He chops with the steps, and he's wide open on the right side.
I don't think we're going to see a save here, Vince. This is going to come down to who misses. Who's going to actually punch it wide by accident?
It's going to come down to breaking a pool cue in half and seeing who comes out alive. That's how it's going to go. That's the ultimate final overtime.
We're going to have tryouts.
Wow, this is... As we line up here, let's see who this is for Rose Tree. It's going to be 21 is what it looks like. Sharp cleats here. Does he have the sharp touch?
Oh, my God, it's saved!
Save! We get our first save on the 5th round here in penalties.
This could be it.
This is the chance. Number 3, card earlier in this game due to the penalty shot that Rose Tree was given. He was mouthing off to the official as he got off the field. Is he going to be able to seal this here with a penalty maybe 30 minutes later? Oh, man, what a moment. Final shot here at Vidas Field, or do we keep going?
Connor stepping up. Also misses!
Are you kidding me? We're going forever, Bill.
Oh, my goodness.
The adrenaline's never going to stop. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. We are in extras of extras of extras, folks. We are in the
Pushed
6th
it
round.
wide, went off the side of his foot.
My goodness. I can't believe this. This is so absurd. I hope you're all enjoying this at home. I'm seeing some holies and things in the chat. So, yes. Wow. Thank you for hanging out and being here for this, folks. I mean, everything you've been sitting in for, I hope it's paying off for you as much as it is for us. Number 9, it looks like for Rose Tree here.
Another save! Back-to-back saves!
Oh, boy. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So right now it is 4-4. We are in the 6th round here. This is going to be SouthConduct's chance to go and seal this thing and take home the Palangi Cup Final.
After 8 straight makes, it's been 3 straight misses for both clubs.
And last time, they just beat Rose Tree a couple of days ago. Are they going to do it here? 17 lines up.
Oh, my goodness!
7th round! We're on the 7th round of penalties. Oh, my God. What is happening? What
chaos.
is happening right now?
It is chaos here at Vidas Field.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this. I'm sweating. I'm sweating in 29 degrees right now. That's where I am.
After 8 straight makes by both clubs, we have seen 4 straight saves or misses.
Players on the field can't believe it. They're all laughing to themselves like this is so ridiculous, and it is. What a crazy finish this is here. Let's see, number 14 for Rose Tree steps up. Maybe we'll see Matt Prince at some point. Here we go. And he nails it. Okay.
I think that just was Matt Prince. Matt Prince comes through!
Are you kidding me? YouTube, if this isn't everything you could possibly ask for, my goodness.
The chat is going wild.
The chat loves it. The booth loves it. What a crazy, crazy finish. Here's number 8. Can he tie it up, or does Matt Prince win it? And he ties it off. Oh, my God. Are we on, what, round 9?
I've lost all chaos. We're done.
Count this
I don't know what is happening anymore.
What is happening? This is unbelievable. This is the most ridiculous. I don't know if I can do a game again after this. I'm sorry, Nolan. We're going to have to cancel. This is unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. This is, I think, round number 8 or 9.
A ton.
In penalties. And who do we have here for Rose Tree this time? It's number 11. We're going to go through the whole team, folks. And he nails it up the middle.
Right the middle.
I don't even know what to say.
At some point, we are going to see the keepers kick against each other. I guarantee it.
That would be
we are going to see it.
That is the fight to the death that I'm talking about. This is just, I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned.
I really thought Matt Prince was the prince that was promised there for Rose Tree to win this thing. He came up big.
SouthConduct here. This is round 8 or 9. 8 or 9. Trying to tie this up.
6-5 Rose Tree.
And he ties it up. What? Where are we hitting double digits? I can't believe we're what?
This is
Oh my God!
chaos.
Oh my God! Okay, this is the most unbelievable series. 6-6 here is the score, but just it's beyond words and numbers how you describe where this game is.
One person in the chat says their life savings is on Art Rose Tree to win this thing. Oh my goodness, sir! I do not envy you.
So here we go, Rose Tree again. I'm going to say this is round 10 because it's more fun than round 9. Here comes number 13. He played all day today.
Oh, he skied it.
Oh, that was the first big miss we've seen. Otherwise, been really narrow or good saves.
He might have been that. Was that the same shot taker from the penalty earlier in the match?
Is that the same guy?
No, it is not.
No,
Taylor,
we're getting our head shake. No. Man, oh, wow. This is okay.
Here's the game again. 6-6. Rose Tree just missed it. This is for it all.
This is round 9 or 10. Our camera guy is calling a miss here. I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but this could be the game finally after 10 rounds. And let's see if he can seal it here. This is for SouthConduct. And he seals it
over!
After 10 rounds of penalties and extra time in the Palangi Cup Final. FC SouthConduct finally wins this thing in the most ridiculous game I've ever seen. What a match. What a day. Wow, Bill. Wow.
I cannot believe it. You were up 2-0, then you blew the lead in the second half. You kept it going. You kept your offensive pressure after that second goal was given up. You should have won, honestly, in regulation. You fought hard in this two 5-minute halves in extra time. I mean, 7-6, I believe, was the final in penalty kicks. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Wow, so players shaking hands on the field. You got to have respect and love after a match like that. I mean, you can't do anything but tip your cap. That was just unbelievable. Absolute fight to the death. Thrilling soccer. I mean, wow.
The beauty of this game. Jogo bonito. Play beautiful.
And this certainly was a beautiful match. I hope you have enjoyed it, folks. We certainly have. This is about as good as you can ask for in a cup final. Teams with history, high quality, building up like this, just absolutely magnificent. And now the other side of this, just another fun layer to all of it, is these two teams, I should say one team, SouthConduct, will split into two on Saturday. They will be FC South House and FC Misconduct playing against each other for the Kelly Cup Final. So there will be another Cup Final with all of the players from that team. They will now somehow, in some way, play against each other.
Incredible.
I don't even know how you do it.
Yeah.
It's wow. I mean, just one of the most insane things I've ever seen out on the field. Some massive smiles as the cameraman's taking some pictures down there. They have the cup with them. It's a big cup. Big smiles to go with it. Wow, man.
Big fan of a big cup. Big trophy. Big fan of it. Nice silverware there. South Misconduct. Well-deserved. Well-deserved.
Just a wonderful feeling, a wonderful moment, a wonderful game. Again, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't subscribe on YouTube, folks, please do that. Please subscribe. Facebook, like the page. Casa Soccer. Man, this is what it's all about. If you're ever looking for a reason to play, this is it. I mean, this is what it's all about. These are people that, you know, it's they come out constantly, practice, work hard, show up for all these games, and this is what it's all about.
Incredible.
On a beautiful winter night, cold, not windy, but wow, just a wonderful, warm feeling, I'm sure, as they finally lift the Palangi Cup after a lot of work. Man, that's rewarding.
Just no words, Vince. I have no words.
So I guess with that, if we're out of words, then we're going to call it a night. Again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this match. Shout out to the Rose Tree Gunners for a wonderful performance. Shout out to FC SouthConduct for merging together and building a winner. A lot of respect for them, and just an absolute joy to be here tonight. So thank you for Casa Soccer for having us. I am Vince Quinn. That is Bill Kornfeld. Taylor Cradatis running the camera. John Barchard back in the studio making all this run. Thank you so much.
And don't forget, we're back here on Saturday for the Kelly Cup.
So we will be seeing these teams. We will broadcast the split of SouthConduct playing the Kelly Cup Final on Saturday. That's going to be at 2:30. Mark your calendars. The event is already made on YouTube and Facebook. And we will talk to you soon, hopefully when we have our voices back. My goodness, what a night. Take care.